What's up, world? Welcome back. No Paperwork Podcast. We appreciate you tapping and tuning in. We that reputable source. J King Nsane.
Conversation without documentation.
Hey, at the table today with us, Mr. made $250,000 off of PayPal.
Come on, man.
Lazie Locz, bro. What's up with you, man?
PayPal.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Couple of dollars.
Right.
Ain't got shit to show for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Did you actually make $250,000 off PayPal?
I made more than that by now.
That's crazy.
I was just gambling online. And Leilani, how much did I make in like 3 months?
More than 70 something.
70K.
70K just gambling
That like
online?
beats.
Just gambling online.
Oh, ain't gambling online.
Yeah. Oh, with the beats, yeah. I made a lot of money with the beats. My bad. I don't mean to rock like that, like a fucking weirdo, but yeah, I made a lot of money off the beats.
Word. Huh. See, that's a lot of money to be getting doing your move thing.
Dude,
So I'm saying there's a lot of that beats, a lot of that streams, a lot of that your music you doing.
A lot of most of it's been beats, features. I do graphics, you know what I'm saying? And I do everything like a full label could do, you know what I'm saying? So just really providing my service, I guess, in a sense. That sounds weird, you know what I mean? But
No, your business, you're providing your service.
How long you been in the game, though?
I've been doing music since probably like 2009.
Professionally? Like when you're getting paid off?
2009, it was me and bro. Back when LimeWire was still going on, people used to steal music off LimeWire.
Yeah.
We used to burn CDs with like Nuck If You Buck on it, like that instrumental and just all kind of instrumentals. And we would burn the CDs and then we'd put them in the DVD player and then we'd use our old flip phone little voice memo recorders and we'd record ourselves rapping. But we both like seen, okay, like we're both snapping on some shit. I mean, what we thought we was.
Yeah.
And then so after that, the next day his mom took us to Radio Shack and they used to have the display shit on the wall and I stole a microphone from the display thing and then hooked it up and then the rest was
I think
history.
Everybody I know like literally stole a microphone from Radio Shack.
You had to steal something from
I'm
Radio
gonna do something
Shack.
with it. Nothing with it. Never.
Hey, real. Hey, real is real though.
Yeah.
But so, what was the first track you ever put out professionally?
It was Chris Brown's Deuces. It was to Chris Brown instrumental. It was to Deuces. I don't remember what we was rapping about, but
What's that CD?
oh, you said professionally?
Professionally, like were you getting paid for it?
Oh, to be honest, I just got out of jail at the time back in 2014, and one of the homies hit me up. We're still boys. We chopped it up about this, you know what I'm saying? So water under the bridge, but one of the homies hit me up and he's like, bro, I can get you on iTunes. And anybody who's, you know what I mean, just coming up in the game or whatever, you hear iTunes, especially back in the day, your eyes get wide. You feel me? And you're like, iTunes, you know what I mean? And then he ended up putting me on Diz Latin under Gold Toes' distribution. And so that was County Blues album. It was a whole album. And
So what was that like? Thiz Latin Antioch or something? Like what branch?
No, that
Just
was
regular Thiz Latin?
Yeah, I'm from Sacramento. But there was Thiz Latin. I don't know what it was. What was Gold Toes first? GT? No, it wasn't even GT.
So it was Black and Brown. It was Thiz Latin, Sac Valley, and Thiz Latin 209. We were
I don't remember what.
Me
it
and
was.
Changalini were the first breakoffs from Thiz Latin.
But it was
labels.
something under his distribution. So
Sick.
So then like that's when shit started like because from the moment I started doing music, I guess in a sense, I was already with the beats. You feel me? I had my cousin and sold me a computer that school and I downloaded the Fruit Loops on it.
Man,
and I was already making beats.
we got similar stories or what?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't walk past the school before they're like, man, we in here. I'm like, doing what? Okay, I'm in.
First apples before IMAX came out.
Oh, the big motherfuckers?
Yeah. We was, that was one of my first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
the colored ones?
Yep. That's what yeah. Back in the day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that album came out, and that was like the first, I guess, professional thing, but I didn't even know about it. I never signed a contract. I never did no payments for it.
It just got put on a record.
So I got put. So the story's never been told. The true story's never been told. But somebody's gotten paid for it since 2014. Who are you?
Yeah.
I'm not sure who it is. You know what I'm saying? I never signed the contract. Who did? And so
that sounds like something you could talk to Gotos about.
Damn.
yeah, no, we did, and now
That's
we fast
crazy.
forward to last year, 2022. I hollered at his people in Texas or whatever, because I was trying to get a hold of him, but I had to talk to the receptionist or whoever they are, and I kept chopping up with bro for hella days, wondering like, man, what's going on? Like just tell me the truth about what the going on with my projects. You feel me? Like
Damn.
I know I'm owed some money because something don't add up, and I know I signed a contract down the line eventually, and so they shot me $14.85 or something, and then I never seen nothing after that.
Wow.
So
Wow. And that's where you first jump out the gate, huh?
yeah, so that was my first experience with it. You know what I'm saying?
So did you learn off that? Like, what was next?
Did it push you for wanting to
from
be
that
connected
album?
with people
Yeah.
doing their thing?
Well, because from the jump, people seen that I was making beats and people seen my drive. So like,
You've been
They-
doing beats the whole time, the same
yeah,
time.
the whole time just fucking around. So people see my drive already. So people would just naturally tend to
Correct.
flock to me. But then I would like charge people, like, to be honest, maybe like $20 to come record. No mixing, no, you know what I'm saying, none of that. And then the beats, I remember the first beat I sold to the homie Shawnee Mac, I sold to some other dude too, so I sold them both the same beat. And they ended up going to the studio at the same time, like, bro, I got this slapping that trying to get on it. He's
Both
like, bro,
girls
I
in
got
the
that
club.
same beat. And so, you know what I mean? But
Give me the 20s back.
But you know, a lot of producers go through that, right? So a lot of producers,
Yeah.
they don't
They
label
don't put
their
your name
yeah,
on
you-
it. No, yeah.
they keep their beats just in case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They like
We
their
all
little
ran into that,
catalog.
too.
I've ran into that. Everybody's
Yeah.
ran into that. You know what I mean? Where
well,
you're
I didn't know
selling-
the concept of leases or the concept of exclusive rights, or, you know, it wasn't necessarily doing bad business. It was just like, oh, you like this too? You like this too? Okay, I got a quick couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's all it was.
You've been doing pretty good with the beats. It's like, what is that? What the slap pack is?
Now the slap pack I just made up on the fly. You feel me? Like I always try to make stuff just to throw out there. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And so the slap pack, like hella people thought it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I didn't know if it was dank or just like a pack of beats.
yeah, you know what I mean?
What?
But nah, it's just like a beat pack. You feel me? But basically what it is, it's a starter kit. Pretty much for somebody to, like, if they don't got nothing out yet,
Yeah.
it's to basically build you up with a logo. You know what I mean? With like, and then of course chopping game. You feel me? I'll give you like my knowledge of the game
Yeah.
and how to get you started to
And
where
you
you're
selling
actually
that.
making money
That's smart.
and like proving like you're gonna times your money if you put the footwork in. You're gonna times it by as much as you possibly can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But some people cop one and they're like, oh, I ain't making no money. People ain't listening to it. Like, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? I
Well-
just sprinkle no fairy dust on it. You feel me? And everybody's gonna fly to you. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta promote yourself.
Well, a lot of
Blame you
people
for your
don't.
failure.
They forget that you got to put in the work, right? The
Yeah.
music game is you get out of it what you put into it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's why me personally, like I rarely pay for features.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless it's somebody I really want to get on. Or like Mr. Key was like the first person I ever paid a feature for because he drove from San Francisco, kicked it at our studio,
Yeah.
chilled
Bless him.
all day,
Yeah.
blessed him with some gas money, something to eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Back when,
but usually, man, like it has to be a benefit, right? So
Yeah.
if I'm gonna pay for a feature, I got to know that I'm gonna get that money back times 10 just for having that person
Wise
on, and that
investment.
very rarely happens. You know what I mean? A lot of
Absolutely.
people don't really understand the concept. They just think like, oh, I'm gonna pay for this feature, I'm gonna blow
Yeah.
up. Well, you got to pay for that feature, then you got to pay for promotion, then you got to you got to advertise, then you got to get that person to do a video with it. Like there's steps.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a formula in this game.
It's a pattern
But then,
to it.
but then you got some people because like I've had the features. You feel me? That
Ain't you got some wild ones?
I got some dope features, but I'm saying like the ones where we actually, besides like me working my way up to get them without any money, like my brother back there, we all went in on a Prezi verse. I don't know if you remember Prezi.
I seen that. Yeah,
that dude, better, whatever. Right. So I'm figuring, okay, we pay you for a verse.
I forgot what you did on that one. Was you doing the singing thing on that one or no?
A singing thing?
Yeah, he was like
I always
singing
be
on
singing.
one of your things.
I don't know.
I was like, damn, this is doing that.
But and so like for instance, we paid for the feature, and bro didn't acknowledge it whatsoever. He didn't acknowledge. He didn't repost it. He didn't
help with it, none.
No, nothing. You feel me? So to me, that was a slap in my face.
Quiet as
like,
kept. I've been doing that with the podcast.
And like, there's another artist out there named Rex Life Raj who I grew up listening to, and I still, regardless of it, I love Rex Life Raj to this day. I love his music, but he did a verse for me before he blew up and got signed to Empire. And then so I finally found it in my old computer, and I went to go upload it last year, and they're saying on my distribution, they're saying that, oh, you have to get a picture of his ID to, like if you have major features, you need to get a picture of their ID or some other form of like proof that they're consenting to this.
What kind of feature, what kind of major artists are going to let you take a picture of their ID?
No, I can show you the email too from
like
Empire.
That. No, I get it.
Yeah,
like I get, but
weird,
I mean, that's weird. Like who's going to do that like that? Yeah. There's people that do features on the strength, you know what I mean?
Right.
And like, and they might have a name or whatever, but you know, it's on some cash here. Here's some cash or whatever, even on some hookup. You're not going to sit there and be like, hey man, you know, you're getting high in the studio drinking and shit. You're not, hey, let me get a picture of your ID real quick. Yeah, like, that's weird.
It tripped me out because when I went to upload it, that's what it said on the distribution. Because usually it would say song process, artwork process, so that way you know the song's on its way. But this one said you need to get the proof or whatever. So then I figured out that he was signed to Empire, so I wrote them, and I have the email too. And Empire writes me back and says, we will not approve of this feature because this isn't Rex Life Raw's image anymore. Type, you know what I'm saying? Not verbatim, but that's what it says.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so to me, he's being to me, and I'm not bad mouthing nobody, but I'm all for the jaw. I'm gonna tell it how it is. If y'all don't like me, I don't give a fuck. You feel me? I'm still getting money. But to me, that's corny. You're basically owned. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But this is a business.
When
you do business, you got to get them contracts right. And a lot of people fail to realize, man, when you pay for something, you got to have a receipt. When you pay for something, you got to have a contract.
But see, this was back when I stole the microphone from Radio Shack, so we couldn't afford paper for a contract.
This is the beginning of this shit.
We couldn't afford paper for a contract, so all it was a handshake, a gentleman's handshake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he can't abide by that as a grown ass man because your image changed. Now you're a hipster, you feel me? You ain't from Berkeley no more, or wherever you from, bro. You know what I mean? Like, nah, it don't work that way, dog.
Well, that's the same thing that happened with JT the Bigger Figure and Game, right?
Yeah.
So when Game got signed, they tried to block that album, and JT the Bigger Figure had all the paperwork.
I had a cut of the album. It was dope.
Yeah, and he was like, nope, I'm putting it out unless you're going to pay me. So as long as you got the paperwork, there's nothing nobody can do. But that's like a lesson learned in the game, right? That's like, you got to chalk that up to like, you know, something that you just learned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, most definitely. I can agree with that. Definitely was a lesson learned on that end because that just tripped me out. But I was just like, that's why I like to do everything independently. You feel me? Because a lot of people too, at the same time, think that they need millions of streams. They need millions of views on their videos. They need this. They need that. Yeah. But independently, and that's why, like, when I sell these beat packs and back to the producing and shit like that, when I sell these, I give people a guarantee. If you put in that footwork, I promise you, your money's going to tenfold. It's going to hundredfold. Because I'm going to give you the game exactly how I know it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to take no shortcuts with you. I have no problem sharing my knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
that's big.
So it's just, I don't know. It's just crazy, bro. This whole game is nuts. You know what I mean?
It is.
And
nothing set in stone. There's no rules set in stone. It's like you can wiggle all kinds of whack ways.
Yeah.
And get somewhere or fail. Like, and you told they got to reinvest in yourself constantly, which most will not do.
Yeah.
It's an issue.
Well, I've seen a lot of people that they'll spend $100,000 on building their studio.
Yeah.
They'll pay for features. They'll buy dope beats, and they'll never promote, and they'll never release it. I know there's people in Stockton that have, $200,000-$300,000 albums just sitting there. Yeah. You know what I mean? That never been released, never went nowhere because they take it only so far, and then they just give up, or something happens, they get locked up or whatever.
That's common.
That happens a lot. But you gotta follow the rules. You gotta know the system. There's a formula to this, and if you follow the formula, you'll win. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
somebody that know it, give you a hand through it.
And you don't have to have big numbers to be profitable. You just gotta know what you're willing to spend and what your comeback is. Because I know, like, just speaking on myself. Like, we put albums out and, we didn't promote it or push it as hard as we could have, but I know we get a certain amount of dollars every month or every 3 months, you know what I mean? Yeah. And as long as you can do that, you're winning. You know what I mean? If you put in $100 on something and get back 200, you're winning. Yeah. But if you put in 10,000 on something and get back $100, you're losing. That's a loss. Yeah. So, and this game is all about
showboating got people doing that now.
Yeah, and this game is all about lessons.
You can't even afford studio time now. You just wouldn't spend everything you had. You can't put gas in the sucker.
And this game will hurt you, dude. This game will get you frustrated. It'll get you weak, man. Because it'll
get you in your feelings.
Yeah, it'll get you in your feelings. You know what I mean?
I've lost more friends to this music than I have to anything else. You know what I mean?
We'd be like just separate ties type.
Like, I'm talking about funk, like real life funk, like you know what I mean?
We ain't partners no more?
No, not at all. I'm talking about since we was knee high to a grasshopper, you know what I'm saying?
What, fame or just jealousy and regular like that, or like business? Just money, or really do it like that?
Not no money, nothing like that. Just
that
like,
make it hurt worse.
Why you hanging out with this guy now, doing music with him? Like, boo, boo, bee, boo, Mickey Mouse Club. You know what I mean? Like, that, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've always been the same way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just because I work and my work ethic is through the roof, I put in 14, 20 hours a day. Damn. To where we don't even have sex that much, to be honest. We don't. And she always got to come to me, ooh, can I get some, what do you call it? Oh, can I get some Magooey tonight? Like, she says my dick looks like Magoo. You know what I mean? Oh, man. It's like, that's how much, I hit her with the,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Too much conversation, don't want no documentation.
Ain't nobody writing this Nobody writing this down. We're supposed to watch out for like cussing a lot. I guess something changed a little bit on algorithms, bots and shit.
Yeah, let's.
You blew it immediately, so
might as well go all the way.
I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, so this game will hurt you. This game is crazy and it's wild, and you got to be crazy and dedicated to stay in this game as long as people like you have. This is an unforgiving business. You know what I mean? And it doesn't give a shit. You know what I mean? You could have the hottest song one day, and
if you had all that business from a stolen Radio Shack mic, like you've been doing all right from jump. That's big too. Shit. Rare them motherfuckers.
So, what is your biggest project to date?
My biggest project. I don't know if this is because I haven't seen really too much proof on it. You know what I'm saying? But Rapping Forte hits me up one day and he's like, I need a beat. This is during the time of I guess there was never really a time when police brutality was at its highest, but it was a movie coming out called Don't Shoot or something like that about police brutality and minorities and different things of that nature. And I'm not calling nobody specific a minority, but just some of that nature. And it was a soundtrack to that movie that Sandra Bullock was supposed to be producing. So in my mind, I'm praying it's out there. That could be the biggest, but I mean, the factual evidence of what's the biggest probably Put It On Me. The song I did, Put It On Me. That shit hit the radios. That shit. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's crazy, yeah.
Yo, what's with the vent thing? What you on, like number 1 million or some shit? What was the whole thing? What you did, like the little, what is it called? Vent, right? Look at me all crazy.
Oh, Vent.
Yeah, like ain't there a bunch of it? What is like just a never-ending song type shit?
Vent was
the never-ending vent, the never-ending excuse to say what you want to say.
Vent was just.
How many is there? 9, 10 of them suckers?
There's 14 now.
Damn.
Exactly.
And so what are you doing? Just talking shit, venting?
No, it's my story. Like what I try to do with my music is I try to speak like, you know, like from my alcoholism to the watching my mom be abused to just all my like hardships through my life and different things that I've experienced, you know what I mean? Like I try to
you quit drinking, it look like you got a water.
Yeah, I quit drinking.
You got a mama song.
Yeah.
You must love your mother. That big.
Well, you don't love your mother, dude? Hey, come on, man.
I'm not gonna do the Eminem thing here. It don't matter. Yes, of course I love my mother, man, and I forgive you, mama.
Let's put you on the couch, man. Tell me about your mother.
You got some ocean wave music shit for me to relax to. I got you.
Vent 15. But yeah, that's all it is, man. It's just a collection of just. Honestly, every song is something I was either going through at the time or just something that I had to get off my chest. Because, like, growing up, my mom would... I feel like that's why I took more to the streets, because my mom's thing was always... She was always into her husbands or working out and this and that. So it just left me and my sister to just, like, fend for ourselves. And so I never got that... I don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying? But it was always... All my issues was pushed off to counseling and to therapy. You feel me? Like...
At least you had counseling.
She didn't know how to deal with her own probably.
Yeah,
I had the TV.
Woman, you know what I'm saying?
So I think rap, honestly, like, and just all that, the vents is really more of like therapeutic for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to get everything off my chest without having to talk to some random lady while she's looking at me, drawing smiley faces like, you know, you don't give a about what I'm talking about.
Is that what you thought the counselors was doing when he was spilling your?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You got to go above counselors. Sometimes you got to hit like you know, the next couple levels up, the couple chapter books up for the people that got masters and shit, like psychiatrists and shit, like psychiatrists.
Shit, mine was a.
You say, hey man, you say openly and shit, like on social media, you be addressing mental health.
Yeah.
That sound like some generational curse type mental health, not like some chase birds. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know, because when I in my alcoholism, I got weird, bro. I remember I would go into the mirror and be like, like, and not knowing what the I'm talking
Speaking
about.
of tongues, you been to church before?
Oh man.
Yeah, hell yeah, I love church. But
oh man, that's all it is. You just talking to angels, bro.
I got dark, bro. I got dark.
Oh man,
I was doing weird for real, but
see, I ain't never been on that level, man. That's a high I need to reach.
No, I almost.
I mean, I'm
died,
thinking
bro.
if you think it's dark, maybe not though.
I don't know, man.
I'll never touch it again. I almost died. I'm cool, man.
On booze?
No, last August I was headed to my goddaughter's baby shower, all the way in Colorado, and me and my fiance, we stopped off at a gas station. Like, mind you, we're driving from here to Colorado, so we stop off.
Ain't you get into it with some people or some shit?
I didn't get into it. I didn't do shit, bro, about his tattoo work, and then two of the dudes just like just all looking crazy and shit. And they, I don't know what happened.
Look,
you know what I mean?
I've actually heard this before.
Yeah, something happened.
You got into it with some out of state.
Yeah. And they
you was rolling solo.
No, with my fiance, yeah.
Or with a woman. I'm saying no team.
Yeah.
That's that weird. I don't like that. I don't be like I'd be out of a place like that. So I'm like, hey, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta go solo.
I'm gonna catch myself. Anyway, you feel me? So some shit happened. Whatever happened. I end up in the ambulance on the way to the hospital, bleeding out, and they look at my eyes and they're like, his eyes are yellow. He's like, he's losing way too much blood, blah, blah, blah. They start having to do these weird transfusions, all this other stuff. Take me up. My fiance can't go in there. The only thing I remember is telling the cop, I was like, I know, snitch. And then laying there, and he's just like, he tells me basically, you need to stop drinking or you're going to die.
Die.
Like, you're basically,
can't fight no more.
You're done.
You ain't got what it takes for us to help you, and then your body helps too.
Like, I wasn't getting off the couch. I was on the couch every single day for months.
It's like my alcoholic
with the
goal.
trash. And the only thing I wouldn't eat. The only thing I would do is get up, throw up, And then my fiance would be at the store. It got so bad to where I was spending $100 on Hennessy a day, every single day. And then it got so bad to where we started having to get credit until I could muster up that energy to make a beat.
Yeah.
Just to go buy another bottle.
Damn. Yeah, I took up Starbucks and I joke all the time like I don't drink Hennessy no more. I've been there a lot, like 2-3 times a day. They're like, you get another one? I'm like, yeah. I quit drinking Hennessy. I'm just drinking these things now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Damn, that's deep. You know what I mean?
Hey,
so how did that change your life?
I think the fact that, I mean, this is public knowledge anyways, you feel me? So it's not like I'm sitting here running my mouth. This is,
you're safe here.
No, I know. This is like public knowledge, but whatever happened, somehow all my jewelry I worked hella hard for came up missing. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't okay when your money moving.
Like,
thank you.
And this wasn't from no hustling shit. This is from my music. You feel me? So these was trophies to me. It was a big difference. You know what I mean?
Earned all that music,
on some,
and the music body.
Some like righteous.
Some of us gonna get credit by some shit I got jewelry on now. You know what I mean? Ain't no music dollar paid for nothing. I wish it did.
And
that's
they
big.
Got my phone. They got. There's all kinds of. You know what I mean? So it was just like, to me, I'd never been beat up, and I can say that I like my whole life I've never. And that's a fact. If anybody prove me wrong, comment below. You feel me? I've never been in never.
He accepted it.
And so fucking, but I'm not even saying that I sat there and I was out there chunking them every day. But you know what I mean? I walked around with this like ego. You feel me? Like I was bigger than the world. Like
I'm short. I got an ego like a.
You know what I mean? I was so big-headed, but what it did is it stripped me of my dignity as a man. It stripped me of this pride, this false pride that I had. It stripped me of these false beliefs that I instilled in myself over all these years.
How did you recognize all that? That's astonishing.
I think it was when I got cracked in the head to my brain.
And just kidding, you ain't gonna get no message in no psychiatry. Just like, look, I think I can discover what is the matter.
Yeah,
that's big.
And then it just snapped me into place, and then from then I went to church, and then just started walking a super righteous path. You know what I mean? And just reminding myself of just to be humble and carry myself in a certain manner, and shit can get touched.
That's
you know
some
what
growth,
I mean?
like a mother. You think that identity, that new understanding of yourself, like isolated you from the because really it seemed like you with everybody, but you're everybody.
No,
if somebody was like looking at you like that, like you on the internet, YouTube, whatever, that's what it looked like.
No, it did. It definitely. Yeah, like I don't find myself in social settings too much no more, and it's not because I don't want to go see my brothers, or I don't want to kick it, I don't want to hang out. It's just I don't. It's weird. It did. Yeah. It made me think about it a lot, but it also lit a fire under my. You know what I mean? To show me
work
what's
for you
important.
both like them ways.
And make you appreciate life a little more.
Oh, bro, I love life now. I wake up every day. I enjoy waking up. I enjoy taking my first. I enjoy eating oatmeal. Yeah. I enjoy so much.
And that's the thing, you gotta love life, though.
If you can say something like the lowest of the standard to the highest, like that, they want to say it for me.
Hey, you gotta enjoy. That's what life's all about, man.
Buddy.
You know, you gotta love it. You know what I mean? Because you only get one. You'll be dead longer than you're alive, for sure. So why not enjoy the life you got? You know what I mean? And that's real.
Yeah.
So, where you from, actually?
Sacramento.
Sac. You still live in the city?
North Sac. Nah. Do I live here?
Huh?
Do I still live here?
Yeah, you still live in the city?
No.
No Cap City.
No, I don't live here. Not since last year. I've traveled. And I've landed at a destination. But no.
But you grew up here in Sac?
Yeah, born and raised.
You're a homeboy from here?
Yeah.
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 So, question I got with the whole, ceasefire thing that they're having out in the pen and stuff, would you ever do a song with the Southerner?
No, I would not. I would not. I would not.
No, and that's your final answer?
Yeah, I would not. I would not do that.
So what's your take on that whole thing? I mean, you can talk about it. You don't have to.
My take on it is literally, I guess to sum it up, is in the easiest way I can is just. Oh, sorry, I can't cuss. Is freaking.
we blew that immediately.
Right.
Get all type of shit. For real.
Well, I guess to me it's just like I stand firm in my beliefs and everything I believe in. You know what I mean? And so I will never change my beliefs for nothing. There's nothing in this world.
Halfway working out for you.
There's nothing in this world that can possibly strip a belief from me. And if something was instilled for me since I was so young to hate a certain kind of person, or not even a certain kind of person, but it's something that they represent, because you know, people's people. But you know what I mean? Like it just instilled in me, and all the shit that I've dealt with my whole life and heard and all this other shit, you know what I mean? Seen, done, whatever. It would be all a waste of 30 years.
Yeah, this you have a big ass standpoint. Most of us just did that, but it's like, But it stamped you were like your understanding of it, like the depths of it.
Yeah.
This was life sentence over here. This was not playing right here. This is almost death right here. This is he is dead right here. And most of us be like,
yeah.
We ain't making no different changes. We ain't making our own way on streams and YouTubes and beats such and doing something different. We're just in it. Like, all right.
Right.
That's why, like, it's to be honest, it's some homies out here in Sac, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say no names, but I know they don't like me because I sing. Like, well, why you always gotta songs?
I think it's the one thing I found I didn't like.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
pretty sure I didn't like you until I heard you sing. I was like, oh, that nigga right there. That's
but
cool.
you know, there's always going to be people that hate for whatever reason. It doesn't matter what it is. Someone's mad at their bitch, so they're gonna hate on you. Yeah, they're gonna their video's gonna pop up like.
Please spend your energy with me.
There's always going to be somebody that hates. You know what I mean? You just got to look past that and pay him no never mind. You know what I mean? But yeah, I get what you're saying. So you got it instilled with you, and a lot of people think like that. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna leave it like that.
When you start hitting your face, I just got to know this personally. Like what age?
Tattoo my face?
Yeah.
The very first time I tattooed my face, because this double cup right here, me and my cousin Dizzy, we got the same. Fats did it. We got
really?
We got it the same day. I used to sip hella syrup, so we was off.
Dedication right here.
We was off.
You want your other eye to see it almost like this. I ain't fucking around.
So what was it? Oh, okay. So I had some girl over, and then my homeboy over, and
you a grown fuck, like 16 years old, like I up, grown in the mother. You did this.
Probably like 20, 19, yeah. So I'm drinking on vodka at this time, and
that's my drink.
And I'm sipping some syrup, and I'm chasing it with the Fanta. And I didn't know the homie put Zans in the Fanta, right? Like I never did that shit at this point in my life. So I'm just floating at this point, and I don't know how I did it, but somehow I ended up putting the homie Kalo's tattoo gun together, and I just looked in the window like hella up, like looking at the reflection out the backyard window, and I just tattooed this little symbol on my face, and I was like, "This time." And
you the same dude that made $250,000 out of PayPal, like the two ain't, ain't really lining up. I feel no mirror close, huh?
No.
Well, when you got $250,000, you don't think about buying mirrors.
Right, you're like, I'm gonna do it right here in the reflection. Why not? Like, I'm here. I did it.
But yeah, so that.
Dope, bro.
I hit then it just all started to fall into place, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So what's something you want to talk about right now? Like, you know what I mean? We were talking earlier, you were talking about some real deep stuff. What's something that you want to speak on right now while you got the cameras on you?
Cameras is here.
I mean, I guess kind of just what we just talked about, you feel me? Just like fucking, like would I ever do a song with the Southerner, you know what I mean? Because like if we're speaking like intellectually as opposed to a young man who's just misguided and goofy and is going to think on the surface instead of diving deep, he's just going to sit there and have that instant hatred instilled, you feel me? But not realize there's still people below that. and there's still other underlying things. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get that. I don't support it. You know what I'm saying?
Northern California been pretty strong about it. It's like, no.
Yeah, I don't support that. You know what I'm saying? At all.
I ain't in those politics, but like,
right.
Whatsoever.
People got
the one thing that I do understand, and I could say this as a man if you took everything else from me, the one thing I do understand is that if like anybody doesn't have like a political background or whatever, or ties to politics or whatever you want to say, of course there's going to be a broader spectrum for you to do music, and maybe some people's looking at that in that aspect, because I don't feel like people's trying to unite per se. I feel like they're maybe trying to. I don't know what their end game is.
I don't think nobody does.
I don't believe in it. I will never do it, and I feel like what it's doing is like, because of all these years I have this sense of hatred for a certain kind of person instilled inside me. Now you got all these youngsters running around who are actually out, like, I'll say it like this: youngsters nowadays is drilling shit way more than they ever was.
Yeah.
Right.
Like all day, every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The younger cats and the more just hostile. Like,
for no reason.
When my age group was bad, it was some shit involved. Like, this is just like.
And it's
because they can't fight no more.
Let's
keep it real.
Right.
Youngsters don't fight.
Like they leg and
They
shit.
get
Like,
beat up with a pistol.
If I get hurt myself, I use it as a crutch.
Right.
I used to know a guy. He was from Rio Linda. His name was Mark. I think he died now, but he's dead. I'm pretty sure he is. But he had half of his arm.
I'm sorry, that's not funny, but
Yeah.
Comedic timing.
His arm was cut off, and he would get you in when he fights you. He'd get you in that lurch right there in his neck, and choke you.
Hold on. His arm was cut off, and he'd get you with it.
No,
with the nub,
with the lurch of his neck and the rest of his arm, and he would just choke you out.
Yeah, I would panic me. I'd be like, "Is this some kind of no arm game move?"
I need to see that.
He's dead now, but
yeah, but dang.
He's like, "Come here, what?"
My bad. I don't mean to laugh. It's just.
Hold on a minute.
Hold on.
I just came for a little bag of weed, bro. Fuck me.
Well, you can't underestimate anybody. Okay, that just goes to tell you can't underestimate not a damn person.
You can't underestimate anybody. I remember when the riots was happening at the Capitol. There was some lady who walked by me with no legs.
What riots?
Huh?
Which ones?
The riots at the Capitol, and there was some lady who walked by me with no legs, chanting some crazy.
Yeah,
she walked by you with no legs.
One of them I drove by and was doing crazy. But it
was she walking on nubs?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. You just can't underestimate people.
Shout out to the homegirl Nubs.
You know. That was his name?
That Nubs. Yeah. Hey. Got Nubs need love too.
Hey, well, we done here. Are you doing a freestyle today? Probably not then. You must not know about it.
A freestyle?
We were like artists to rap. You know,
oh, yeah,
I mean, you rap whatever, whatever. But maybe we set something up, put a beat on to something, boom, you could do your thing or something. Your favorite, whatever, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I got a verse I wrote. I ain't really freestyling, man. I'll try.
I don't mean freestyle, I just mean like put something on wax. Like,
yeah.
Something for the show.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
So before that though, I want to find out something like about the features. Like you got Snoop Dogg feature?
I did hear that.
Okay, so dig this.
I heard it before.
Dig this now.
Where did you steal that from?
No. See, so dig this.
Radio Shack.
Private child.
They got Snoop Dogg features in Radio Shack.
I had to take it.
Oh, yeah, Snoop.
So, this kind of.
You did steal it, so you can't say.
No,
we'll go on the next thing.
No, I didn't steal it. It's
Keep
just
moving.
Basically, what it was this. One of these dudes who I worked with for many years, right? And he spent racks with me many years. You feel me? We developed like a trustful relationship of his music. So fucking that's how I've gained a lot of my shit. You feel me? Like verses, contracts, and the whole shit. You know what I mean? So like everything was good. But he hits me and he's like, "Hey, I got this Snoop Dogg verse, right?" And he's like,
dude already had it.
Yeah, he already had it, but he's like, so this is what you could do. You got to keep the verse or break it down into hella different hooks. And so my first instinct, because I was born at night, but it wasn't last, you know what I'm saying? My first instinct was, okay, I'm going to listen to it and Google the lyrics, you feel me, to see if anything pops up.
Yeah.
Didn't nothing pop up. So I'm like, okay, bro, you bro's telling the truth or something like that. So for a while I had it, you know what I mean? And thank God.
You ever used it?
No, never used it. Never used it. But so, come to find out, I'm on YouTube one day, and I'm just gonna leave the names out of it. You know what I'm saying? But,
Perfect.
But
conversation without documentation.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's all good.
So,
These motherfuckers are themselves, but other than that.
Anyways, I don't fuck with bro no more. You feel me?
Right.
And then the other shit we'll talk about off camera.
And no, the whole world ain't never heard.
No, they already did. That's the thing.
Oh.
They already did.
It was a recycled verse.
It was a recycled verse. And so, like, come to find out, a lot of people are selling recycled verses.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that'll hit you up online and be like, "Hey, I got a Jay-Z verse of $1,000 right now, and I'll give you all the rights, and you can have the." Yeah, I seen that plenty of times.
And so that to me was just kind of like that kind of shook for me. You know what I mean? Because it's like, because I be seeing cats I know who don't even be getting played like that, and they'll have all these like ridiculous, like out of the world features on their shit.
You got a fucking Sean Kingston?
What?
I thought I swear I was like going through this shit. I thought it was some shit, Sean Kingston. It was a different one. Like,
Sean Kingsland. Kingsland.
Sean Kingston. No.
Yeah, right. I'm like, I didn't even listen to nothing. I was like, that's incredible. But I never forgot that I saw it, or I thought I saw it. But mind you, my last computer greatest 6, I can't read from the.
No, hell no.
Yeah, well, that makes more sense. Perfect.
That's hella funny.
Yeah. Like, I ain't heard it on the air or no shit. Like, what is it, like reggae? Is it like dope singing shit?
So what are you working on now?
Me and Hex, we just wrapped up a whole album. So I'm about to drop that pretty soon. I just dropped.
You ever heard Hex?
Nope.
Shout out to Hex, man. That's one underrated motherfucker, dude. That dude got.
Oh yeah, he said he knows you.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
I got stories of that. I'm not gonna put him on blast, but shout out Hex, man. You know what I'm talking about. No, as far as a lyricist, dude, he's dope, and his style is dope, and he hella underrated. So, shout out Hex, man.
Yeah, fucking. So me and Hex been working on. That's him right there. We've been working on a whole album, and that is raw. Just dropped one with C-Dub yesterday. Just dropped an EP with C-Dub yesterday.
So how'd that work out? Because I know you do beats and he did beats. What do you do? You did half and half?
That was the first. Well, I think I've collabed with maybe 2 producers before on a beat, but I like to just stay in my own lane, really. But we just did it, you know what I'm saying, for like Sacramento, and just kind of just like put together a project. And so
I think C-Dub is another underrated person that doesn't get the props that he should. Even though, I mean, he gets love, but I think he should be bigger than he is. Yeah, there's a lot of people, but yeah, shout out C-Dub.
And then me and Hex album, and then I had a long talk with one of my homies from back in the day, and he was like, bro, I figured out. He just figured out some like. He says he figured it out, and from what I've seen, it makes sense because I've been wondering about some kind of formula just to push. You feel me? Like just a good single. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna work on a solo album, and then I'm gonna work on like 4 just straight radio hits. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm gonna put at least a couple racks behind each song of those radio hits.
Right.
So I'm gonna invest most of my money into about 4 separate songs.
Yeah, because everything else you've been did is working.
So as long as the shit keeps flooding, you feel me? I got these little hits right here. You know what I mean? That
people look at your views on YouTube, they be like, or whatever.
Yeah.
But is it even worth doing an album anymore?
No, you're getting it.
Worth doing an album?
Well, because a lot of people switch from albums to EPs, and a lot of people are dropping singles because they can just do a video and with the single and get the views off the video, and that would help push the single. Because I know a lot of people switch to EPs. Albums are like damn near obsolete, except for major ones. So do you think it's still?
I wouldn't say that. I know that's a pretty that's pretty like good topic to talk about, but like a lot of people have different opinions, but I don't think so because I dropped the Strictly for the Homies album, and that's went like hella crazy. You know what I mean? Like the whole album like sold out, just gone. Like from hard copies, everything. I brought it back to. I still try to bring it back to like when I first started, even though I'm not that old and shit like that. Not calling nobody old either, but you know what I'm saying? Like CDs, like you show a kid a CD nowadays.
What's a CD?
Oh yeah, no, or yeah, or they'll try to eat it. You know what I mean? Or something fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or nowadays, kids are so fucking emotional and
I burnt my house down when
weird,
NWA dropped
cut
a tape.
themselves with it.
Right, I came up out the
know.
trunk. You know what I mean? That's I
Yeah.
sold my first album out the trunk. So
I
came up in
still
those
respect
days.
that hustle. You know what I mean? And so like, I like albums for that sense, and I just feel like it gives. I feel like as an artist, an EP, you got 5, 6, 7, 8 tracks.
Right.
That's gonna last so long.
Right.
You give somebody a whole 30-track album with, you know, like I did.
Right.
That's still.
But the attention span of people is so short because the market is flooded with a bunch of music, and and you can get anything on demand. You don't have to sit and listen to a whole album. You got playlists.
Yeah,
and that's
sure.
that. To me, in my opinion, that's what the advantage of having like EPs or singles is, because you can just make playlists. You know, hand it to somebody. You know what I mean? Me, I don't know. I don't know the last time I listened to a whole album all the way through. I think it was All Eyes on Me.
My point more is like, okay, so you could drop 5, 6 EPs, right?
Right.
I drop a whole album. That gives me a span of time to work on something new. It gives me a whole break. You feel me? Instead of like, okay, I got this EP to worry about, then marketing. I got this EP to worry about, then marketing. I got this, you know what I'm saying? I got this album, marketing. It's gonna give me this length of time to work on something totally new.
And that strategy been working for you.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and so that's like my take on it. But I do get the EPs too.
Yeah, no, I mean,
yeah,
to each his own. You know what I mean? However works for you, and that's the thing. That nobody's system is the same. Everybody does stuff
what's
different.
the feature that you just couldn't even believe you got? Like who'd you reach out to or something that was like, I'll do it? You're like, you gonna do it?
It's not even a feature. I
Snoop
think
Dogg.
Right. That was his partner. Like, let me have it, motherfucker. We don't know how it went.
No, I'm just
give me
kidding.
the tape. I don't know how. You know, I'm just saying.
not even a feature. I think just reaching out in general. Like I've talked to that dude from Baby Boy, Tyrese, partner in there, Cuba Gooding Jr.'s brother.
Oh,
Omar Gooding.
Omar Gooding. Yeah.
I talked to him on Instagram because I seen he was. I don't know how the hell I seen it, but something about he was thinking about rapping or something like that, and so I hit him up, and then we started chopping it up about beats.
Weird.
And
Wow.
that's weird.
Man, shout out Omar Gooding Jr.
Well, that's shut it down.
You know what?
Hey, Omar, come to No
paper.
Paperwork Podcast. Let's talk about it.
I was thinking I'm gonna rap now because you know acting is just only kind of working out.
But yeah, it was in Cuba. But that was a trip. But features, not nobody really.
Nobody, huh?
Nobody.
I mean, like you got features from like Yuck and Wax and all kinds of people like that.
Nah, I never got a feature from Yuck Mouth. I got feature from Burner.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah, Burner big.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I got
What are you doing?
Oh, and just today it was announced Burner is cancer free. So shout out Burner,
Oh, that's tight.
cancer free. That's dope.
Congratulations,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
Big.
Yeah.
Boom. I need to go on that too. It's like,
You got cancer?
Nah, but just because he's doing better now.
That's
You know,
different though.
I'm just saying.
Don't compare his
all right, you're right,
process
you're right,
to yours,
right.
bro.
I
That's
don't need no
hey man,
diet. You know what I'm gonna
congratulations,
do? When I
Burner
leave,
man.
I'm eating
Don't
fried
listen to
food
this dude,
for
man.
sure.
Hey,
I'm leaving. I'm getting rice, gumbo, fried food when I leave. I'm off some cornbread.
no, but yeah, you
But
had
that is from
you
South
had
Carolina.
Burner.
I'm from North Sac. So
How'd that come
that's
about?
what we eat.
The Burner one.
Your partner sold it to you.
That one came to be after I put out this song called Tales from the Six and Nightmares. And it was with Tales from the Six was with Joe Dub and this dude Nasty Nano. And
Okay, bullshit.
What was I gonna say?
Sorry. What edited?
Oh yeah. So, anyways, Nano gotten good with Gold Toes, and Gold Toes invited us to some barbecue, and everybody was there. It was like Burner was there, Huss, just everybody, all the rappers and shit. So like it was just a little tight knit barbecue thing. So we're all just chopping it up the whole day, and then that's kind of how that came to be.
Dope.
Oh, that's dope. Hey, you know what though? Shout out Gold Toes because that fool will give people opportunities left and right, and you won't even know it, dude. I mean, that fool, he laced me up with so many people that just from on a phone call, like that's how I hooked up with Goldie. You know what I mean? Calling up, hey man, Goldie's in your town, man.
Yeah.
He needs some help. Woo woo. Don't trip, I got you. And you know what I mean? Me and Goldie been cool ever since. And shout out Goldie from the Federation. He'll be on here soon.
Yeah, that's dope.
But I mean, he's a major networker, man. So just being around Toes, you're gonna meet somebody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Been doing this.
Shout out Gold Toes too.
Yeah.
But
Congratulations.
yeah. So who's somebody that you want to work with? If you could work with anybody right now, local or international, dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
I don't want to hire Mark to be my bodyguard. Put those motherfuckers in the lurch of his neck. If I could work with somebody, probably. I mean, of course, everybody's probably gonna be like, he's gonna say Woody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, why not?
no, I know, but like, because I feel like that's just an expected answer. You know what I mean?
I mean, if that's who you want to work with, that's who you want to work with. You know, R.I.P. Woody Wood.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure. But I feel like I've been surrounded by so much of what Wood left on this planet, his aura. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like
for a number of years now, by like getting really close with everybody and just everything else, and like that being my influence from when I was a kid and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I feel like.
Were you on the Northern Exposure?
The new one?
The new one that just came out.
Yeah, Volume 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Volume 2.
I mean, there it is there.
Yeah.
And they doing good? I ain't seen no numbers of them. I ain't paying attention. So they doing all right?
Well, because you're not a Northerner. You probably don't listen to that type of music. You know what I mean? So
you're right. You got me.
I mean, Northern Exposure, man, that's huge. I mean, that's always been. I mean, when Woody first dropped that was huge.
Right.
I mean, for Northern California, dude, that was huge. And then it just spiraled from there. I mean, Big Osolo.
He
got his start from there.
We can't say Northern Exposure. We might get in trouble.
Oh, okay.
We gotta say Northern.
Bro, we up immediately.
Exposure.
As soon as we spoke and we tried to meet whatever the thing was, and then like for shit out your mouth blew it. So
for legal reasons, right?
Whatever.
But
for today.
No, he's talking about they don't call it Northern Exposure, the album. They call it Northern Rec Exposure because they can get sued from Woody's estate.
Why okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, I couldn't because I can't read. Remember, we were dressed like twice now. I can't. I seen it. I was like, I can't. I was like, is this a trick? I can't read very well. I can read kind of.
So
a little bit.
You would work with Woody.
Yeah, I would work with Wood or MO3.
Okay.
MO3. I think MO3 has the most diverse vocal pitch range. He was just raw. And honestly, his song got me through like the toughest time of my life. Really,
We usually do it right there.
His song got me. It definitely got me through like the toughest time of my life.
And most of us later, you look back really later, you be like, did it get you through? You be like, well, I listened to it on repeat like every day for like 2 weeks. I think it helped. You know.
No, that's big.
I do that myself.
Yeah, so probably him. Wood for sure.
Hell yeah. Anybody else?
John Mayer.
John Mayer.
Yeah, John Mayer.
Yeah. Okay.
John Mayer. I idolize.
What? What was? John Mayer, like the guy?
Yeah, John Mayer.
That's cool.
He's an artist, bro. Like a
He
real
is an
artist.
artist. I feel you. I feel you. I can play the guitar. They would never show me how. If I see you do it, I can do it. It's a weird thing. I don't do it a lot, but I'm like, but now I got YouTube, so I was like, how about I ain't mad at you? It said do. I said do. Get the my hands. I'm dope. Hold on a minute. What am I doing?
I just feel like because growing up, like my dad can play instruments. My dad's hands kind of messed up now, but my dad can play. My dad could pick this wall up and make a Grammy hit song off it. You know what I mean?
You grew up with him?
My dad?
Yeah.
He was in and out, you know what I mean?
No,
but for my young childhood, like in North Sac and Lake Tahoe and shit, we moved to Lake Tahoe for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Like not mansion living or like shit like that, but like you
No, we
live in
lived in
Lake
an apartment.
Tahoe.
We lived in an apartment in Lake Tahoe.
I would take it. I own my second house. I own. I would take an apartment in Lake Tahoe right now instead of my house because it's like no. And I gamble. I got a gambling problem.
Yeah, so
you don't want to live there then.
That's exactly where I want to live.
You don't want to live there.
I want to indulge in my problem. I'm not ready to quit.
I ain't
don't want water. I want another drink, fellas.
But yeah, I just think just coming from like my dad doing like just a musical background, my mom always singing and shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I think I just appreciate the composition of music more than I do. I mean, because I'm a rapper myself, you know what I mean? So of course that's me getting into the studio just doing that. And everything digitally per se. You know what I mean? Unless I teach myself.
Making the beats and expressing itself. What do you make beats on? Like Fruity Loops? I don't know. What's the new Fruity Loops? Yeah. So stay on top of
I seen not too long ago you said that you weren't doing no more beats with hooks on them no more. What's that about? Is there a reason?
To be real, bro, I feel like this music, especially social media, kind of made me like not bipolar, but weird with my decisions. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
are you being double-minded? You ever been to church? Don't be double-minded.
Yeah, I love church.
Don't be double-minded. If something hit your head and sound retarded, so bye.
Because like,
if something stopping you from doing what you wanted to do today that was supposed to be better for you, do that. Don't let that whatever was hold you from not doing that. Do that.
No,
You were talking about being bipolar.
Oh yeah, like with the whole social media shit, because like it's like I'm gonna be very honest. I think what really made me over the top was when all of a sudden the whole Wax started announcing about the Northern Exposure album, and then you see all these producers doing shit they never did before, just trying to capitalize, which I understand, and I'm not mad at it. But it's like I've been doing this same for so many years, just like Kev Knox and just like Filthy Phil and everybody else who's had that sound. So I don't know their opinions personally on it, but my opinion, I was just like, damn, like you guys wasn't hooping with us in the gym. You feel me? When we was sitting there making the very first type of beat I ever made, I remember I fucking put a whistle on the Fruity Loops and
got a Casio. You was.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, this is it. Like I love Wood. You feel me? Like I love Woody. You know what I'm saying? That sounds weird. I love Woody. So fucking.
Good. You love your
I mean it's all love.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like everything.
It's only weird if you mean it weird.
Hashtag no homo, bro, and then we're good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's tripped me out.
Oh man.
Somebody came out the woodwork on it.
All right, man. So we're about to wrap this up. Anything else you want to say before we get into the freestyle?
Yeah, he needs another water. No, go on.
I just want to say I appreciate y'all, man, letting me get on this platform. I think it's dope what you guys are doing. You feel me? Giving people.
We appreciate you.
Honestly, I would say. Cause like I'm here in this chair, but I'm out. Don't be no
critique. Don't be no critic in this moment.
You feel me? Like I'm here, but I'm out in the room watching too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be watching podcasts and shit. So I would say this is hella comfortable. Because like for instance, I don't like going to barbershops. I hate going to barbershops. I only go to my brother.
You don't want to be spoken to. Please don't answer no questions. I feel on that saying like I don't want to be asking no street dude no questions. I'm from myself. I'm like I don't want to ask this. and I don't want to know what he don't want to say. Right. So what do I do now? They go, I don't know, let's figure it out.
Yeah, just be yourself.
Oh, this would be great.
Right.
All right,
yeah, so like, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel hella uncomfortable at barbershops. Like, the only barbershop I ever felt comfortable at was my brother and Rob out there at barbershop. Feel. Like, anytime I've had to be interviewed or something like that, I'm not going to say who dude's name is, and hopefully the interview never came out, but he stunk. Like he smelled. He was a stinky
nobody
dude.
stink here.
You know what I mean? And that's not the problem with it, but the problem is that there's like a lot of uncomfortableness and this and that, and I just think this is a cool ass opportunity, you feel me, to really showcase
we appreciate
like the
that.
music and just real thoughts and people's perspectives on things, you know what I mean? Right. And I like the concept of
we knew you were going to just go, so like we didn't really need to talk a bunch of songs and all this shit. For me, I said to your mom on purpose, because like, that means you really in your, we know on social media, you'll dig in. You'll be like, I'll be personal.
Yeah.
Shout out your social media too. How someone get a hold of you if they want to feature beats or something.
At Lazie Locz, there's not a S in it. For everybody who's ever put
me
on a
song. There ain't a Y in that motherfucker. You'll never find this motherfucker.
Everybody who's ever put me on a flyer and spelled my name wrong, God bless you. I wish you well, but there's not a S in my name. LazielOcz on all social media platforms. And yeah, that's how you get a hold of me. You know what I'm saying? And also, one last thing I'm gonna say is, don't be afraid to tap in with me. You feel me? I'm not sitting here like some monger.
Quite
you know what
personal,
I mean? Trying to rape your pockets. You feel me? Like, tap in with me. I know what it's like to not have money. You feel me? I remember when I first started and didn't want to invest in shit. You feel me? It was like, man, you want to charge me for a beat?
I brought some money.
So I understand what it's like. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with me. I'm not going to give you a beat for $20, so don't ask me that. But
I bought a beat off you before, so I mean the transaction went smooth.
$20?
Oh, right on.
So yeah,
just
you didn't know I hit you up off Facebook and I bought a beat off you and shit a while back.
Right on.
But still haven't used that. I got like 200 beats I haven't used, and I'm just like, man.
I don't know you well, but it seems like you really stand on your move, man. You really stand on your beliefs, brother. Congratulations. For real.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. And thank you for coming on, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
hey, much love.
Hold on. So can we get a verse out?
Yeah, we're going to get a verse. Hit it. Go ahead, man. Let's
we
see
can't hear no music.
They're on.
I don't usually rap on other people's beats, you feel me? But shout out Bear on the beat, man. Look. Filiatos and extendos, what you rep, I bent those. Every block swerved on, I probably knocked your best hoe. I've been in my worst, but some days I'm in the best clothes. Ain't afraid of death, you ride around with a vest, bro. Time to go to war, but you ain't set your vest, Velcro. I be spitting hailstones, lava rocks and shell toes. Try to toss the book and hit my brother with an elbow. He sitting feeling cooked, but that day I think hell froze. Really in a cell, calling shots at a cell phone. About to crack the gates while them crackers yelling hell no. Coulda sit and talk, but if we know, we don't tell mo. Real rich city, Sacramento, yeah, we well known. Bag of spitters for the ones who trapped us since back then. Valley Joe showed me how to weigh a teen and backspin. Dope fiends down by the river trying to catfish. I'm posted at La Quinta with a Nina in the cabinet. Back in the day, me and Dizzy went and ran amok. Joe Fo swooped us in the Honda, probably getting drunk. Now it's white ashes on my lap. We buck 50 up. I used to piece up on the sack, but now we weigh it up. Went from bees in the hive to the top dog growling. Biggest wolf in the pack, you could hear it while we howling. Versace on the socks, let away the bass pounding. That well rounded, got her wetter than a fountain, true.
Yeah. And that's what's up. Bear on the beat. Lazie Locz. No Paperwork Podcast. Conversation without documentation.
Your reputable source.
J King Nsane, and we gone.
We gone.